Hello, beautiful woman. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing very well today. Now, you may have noticed that I have shared a few ways in the last few episodes about how you can tune in into the Divine Mother's energy to enhance your life experiences. And so, our conversation in this episode is focused on prayer for expanding love from self to all. I am Dr. Mensimah Shabazz. Now, the Divine Mother is the source of all love, and we need to tap into this deep love because sometimes we get stuck. We become hooked on a problem or issue, and it seems to eclipse any ability to be happy or at peace. We find ourselves looping back to this issue over and over again, rehearsing conversations, replaying if onlys. We berate ourselves for not doing things differently. We are anxious, angry, frustrated, fearful, or sad. When we are in this state, it can seem impossible to access loving kindness. It might feel forced or like just another thing we're failing at. When we are feeling stuck, connecting to pure love and pure loving kindness is an extremely effective way to loosen our grip, come into the present moment, and open our hearts. We may have forgotten how to do this easily or effortlessly. Now, when we look at children and babies, they have an extraordinary way of bringing us into the present moment because that's where they dwell. And there's no child or baby more impactful to your life than the one you used to be, which means you have the ability to draw this loving kindness energy to you, which you receive by grace from the Divine Mother. This love can then expand from you to others. You know, we are all part of a movie we call life, each cycle bringing forth complex experiences. While we cannot all be stars in the movie, you have an important part to play on this life stage. And however short or seemingly insignificant you feel it may be, it has its own relevance and importance. Without you, the movie would be incomplete. Without your love extended from self outward, the experience for others would also be incomplete. I was reading a book, Whispers from Eternity, and there are several prayers to the Divine Mother which I want to share with you. The first prayer I want to share with you is to the Christ. Now, please remember, Christ consciousness is universal. You may close your eyes. And it goes like this. Come to me, O Christ, as the divine shepherd of souls, O Christ, thou rarest flower of hearts. Thou didst sail the storm-tossed lake of prejudiced minds. Its evil-scented, gloomy thought waves lashed thy lily tender soul. They crucified thee with their evil. Yet didst thou shed on them the aroma of goodness and forgiveness, and help them to be purified by remorse, to make them attractively sweet-scented with thine all-loving soul flower. O thou great lover of all error-torn brothers and sisters, an unseen monument of the mightiest miracle of love was established in every heart when the magic of thy voice uttered, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." Thou hast healed the cataract of hatred. We have now grown to see thy truth. Love thine enemies as thyself, for they are thy brothers and sisters, those sick and sleeping. Thou hast taught us not to increase their fervid blows of hatred with the bludgeons of revenge. Thine undying sympathy has inspired us to heal our brothers suffering in their delirium of anger with the soothing salve of divine forgiveness. Thy crucifixion reminds us of the daily crucifixion of our own fortitude by trials, of our wisdom by ignorance, of our self-control by the scathing touch of temptation, and of our love by misunderstanding. Thy test on the cross proved the victory of divine wisdom over ignorance, of thy divine soul over flesh, of thy happiness over pain, and of thy love over hatred. So are we heartened to bear our own crosses bravely and with faith. Teach us, when we are crucified by harshness, to pour out only sweetness, to bear with calmness the assaults of worry, and to give understanding unceasingly to those who unjustly hate us. O shepherd of souls, wandering hearts are seeking of themselves the one fold of divine devotion. We have heard the ever-calling music of thy infinite kindness. Our one desire is to find our home in thee, to receive the cosmic Father with the joyous, open eyes of wisdom, and to know that all of us are sons and daughters of our own one God, Goddess. Teach us to conquer the Satan of dividing selfishness, which prevents the gathering of all our brother, sister souls into the one fold of spirit, calling to one another by the watchword, love him or her who loves you, and love all who love you not. Let us rally beneath the canopy of the universal oneness of the Christ. Amen. I'll close with this prayer for expanding love from self to all brethren. O Divine Mother, teach me to use the gift of thy love, which I feel in my heart, to love the members of my family more than myself. Bless me that I may love my neighbors more than my family. Expand my heart's feelings, that I love my country more than my neighbors, and my world and all my human brethren more than my country, neighbors, family, and my own self. Lastly, teach me to love thee more than anything else, for it is only thy love that enables me to love everything. Without thee, I could not love anything or anybody. Mother, Father Divine, teach me to enter through the portals of family love and that of the love of my friends into the mansion of wider social love. Teach me to pass from there through the doors of social love and into the wider mansion of international love. Then teach me to pass through the portals of international love into the endless territory of divine love, wherein I perceive all animate and inanimate objects as breathing and living by thy love alone. Teach me to tarry not at any alluringly beautiful gate of family, social, or international love. Teach me to pass through all portals that lead to the smaller gardens of love until, passing through the last gate of human love, I enter into the endless territory of divine love, where I shall find all living, semi-living, and sleeping things to be my very own. I'll say this last part again. Teach me to pass through all portals that lead to the smaller gardens of love until, passing through the last gate of human love, I enter into the endless territory of divine love, where I shall find all living, semi-living, and sleeping things to be my very own. That is just so beautiful. You may gently open your eyes. Take a few moments to reflect on how you feel. And I encourage you to replay this because it will resonate in parts within you and experience something new. If you have a journal, I'll advise you to write some of these reflections down. You will find the insight useful in the near future. Tuning in to the love of the Divine Mother doesn't have to be through formal meditation. We can invite her on a walk with us, to stand next to us in a public place, or to lie next to us while falling asleep in bed at night. She's always with you. I often ask her to reveal herself to me in my dreams. This is the beauty of love. It is always there for you. Thank you always for subscribing, sharing our podcast with family and friends. We are a community of women looking to stand in our power and dignity so we may live purposefully, authentically, and joyfully. We're going to start our weekly podcast next month, August 2nd to be exact. And I'll share the reasons for this date in the episode. It will be our 80th episode. Thank you again. And I said that you are a woman of power and grace. Let no one tell you otherwise. Focus on the beauty of love. It is always there for you and by the Divine Mother's grace. All we have to do is to access it like all children do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all dearly, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Many, many blessings.